the City Weekly Roundup. I'm John.
And I'm Amanda. We are headed into the month of this year's most anticipated new movie. Will the cast prove to be wickedly talented?
RuPaul's Drag Race Global All-Stars is finally over. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
And the music theater world is rocked by yet another new couple scandal, but not for the reason you might think.
Oh, boo. All that and so much more on this week's episode of the Pod in the City Weekly Roundup, Halloween edition. Well, that was minorly fucked up.
It's okay. I don't think anyone was even there right at the top.
Well, hopefully maybe we should edit it so that, you know, people who watch it later don't get spoiled right away. Because guess what, guys? Do you know who we are?
We've been teasing it for weeks now.
No one guessed this though.
No one guessed.
Elphaba and Glinda babes. And let me tell ya, I wish the camera was better here because my makeup actually looks kind of good.
It does. You got full mug. My entire house is green. There's just green handprints everywhere. I closed my window, green on my curtains. There's green. This is the most offensive thing I've ever seen, says Amanda.
What? You're green.
I am. I did that fucking thing
Is
just
your
now.
Pussy green?
They chose to cover my eyes, the depths of my soul.
Well, I reminded Amanda to cover her eyes because she did want to look you straight down the barrel of the camera. The camera. Anyway, hi guys.
So this was Justine's idea. It was. And John said he didn't hate it. And I'm like, well, we can just kind of go a little, like, we'll just give the idea of it. And then it turned into this.
I was hoping we'd start out with like, oh, I'll wear pink and you wear green.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I do have the full Glinda dress.
Do you want to stand up and show us?
Not really. Because this is not cute. Let's see.
Chill. I'm also in a dress.
I found this. As you guys know, I'm on the road. I found this at the Walmart in Palm Springs, half price because it was repackaged. So I think that was one of those times when someone's looking out for me. The gay gods were looking out for me because I didn't have anything to wear. And I found the dress.
I have this entire tube of green is gone. And it's pretty much just liquid. There are so many layers of green on my body right now. And I feel like it's just going to keep hardening as we go, like a clay mask.
Well, you're going to feel like at the end when Elphaba, like after the show, she goes backstage and she like cleans off of it.
God, every night she has to do that. Holy shit. And then 2 times a day on a 2-show day. It's tough life.
But they do only put it on their face and their hands, I think, right? Anyway.
Yeah, it's all airbrush. But anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. This has been I was way more stressed out about this than what I did over on Monday. I hate these cameras because you can't see get closer, Joan. It's like we're both wearing makeup. And it's like
I have 3 different colors on my eyes, okay, people, and I'm wearing false eyelashes.
I am not because I figured there was no point. Which turns out there wasn't a point. So and then Joan made this beautiful background, so we're in it.
We're here, guys. This has been the weirdest, longest day of my life.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I was at Disneyland this morning. If you've been listening, I'm in California. I had to haul all this shit here. and deal with all of this. And it has definitely been something. I'm in a guest house where I'm worried that someone's going to come outside and be like, it's an emergency. And then the fucking firefighters will be here. And this is me. But you know what? Maybe I'll pull some.
That crown is no joke.
This is the authentic Glinda movie crown, y'all. This is authentic shit. Now, this is not the authentic hairstyle because Ariana has hers more pulled back, but I need a little coverage here. Okay? I am not a woman.
I didn't know what you'd look like in drag, but it looks good.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. And if I really was able to like block my brows and do a real thing, I'm thinking like I could look like not terrible.
All right. Well, there you go. You might have found a new profession, a new side gig.
I didn't give a really real. Okay, so I went to Disneyland this morning at 8 a.m. Okay. And then I came back here. I was there for like 4 hours, then came back here and have been just ruminating. And then I'm going to go back later. And then I'm going there tomorrow too. So
I love it. You're going to get, are you going to try to hook up tonight?
No, because it'll be too late.
Okay.
But then, you know what's crazy? Okay, like, so there's this like website and app that's called Sniffies, which if you're a gay, you'll like know what that is. You go on this thing and it's like basically to get like anonymous sex. I've never actually used it because I'm too afraid I've never gone through with it. How about that? I've looked at it to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I opened it while I was like in the car about to leave and it was popping, baby. There were like 50 people logged in from Disneyland that had their pins saying they were at Disneyland trying to get dick. And I'm thinking, what?
Why not?
At Disneyland, you're going to suck dick at Disneyland? No.
I think that happens a lot. Do you want to do some really quick housekeeping here, bruh?
Yes. Oh, God. Last night I worked on a new one of those.
Oh, you did wonderful.
And it says what we're doing.
If I was going to change anything, I would go in and paint this part of my body green, like under the dress. But like, that's just like such a... I didn't know. I started 2 hours ago and it still like looks, like this. Anyway, what do we got coming up?
Agreed at Universal, you could suck dick.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It's more.
Where are we here? I'm all kinds of messed up because I'm way too focused on how I'm looking. I'm like, what's
that's fine. I do actually. Great. I was worried about my hands, but now this is so dry. I can touch anything.
Oh,
so great. I'm just gonna be green. I'm just gonna have a green tint. By the way, the guy that I guess I'm dating, who I haven't scared off with my personality yet, is coming over tomorrow to hand out candy. I've never handed out candy before. Haven't even bought any yet. And he's wearing a costume. And I was like, I didn't know it was gonna be all of this.
What kind of costume? What's he gonna wear?
I don't know. I didn't ask. He's like
the Scream mask. Because lately, like straight guys have been wearing the Scream mask.
I'd rather he do that. Like, I hope it's just a mask. But I'm like, so I was like, maybe I can just throw on Elphaba again. But there ain't no way. And I'm sure I'm still gonna be green tomorrow.
I was gonna say, well, you might just still be green.
I'm just still going to be green. Oh my God, how do I get rid of this? Anyway, what are we doing here this week? This dropped this morning.
And just like that. On our Patreon, okay? If you're on our Patreon, you get our And Just Like That episode, our regular Pod in the City episodes early, and you get our Patreon episodes. Over on our Patreon episode, and over on our Patreon, in fact, there is a janky poll that I put up. It's not an official poll because you have to comment on it. It's not real because they don't let you do polls over there. But it's which Disneyland Halloween time treat I should get. There is a prolapsed donuts, there is a malignant churro, and there is...
People are going for the donuts, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you, everyone, because the other two kind of look gross to me. So.
Great. All right. And then our other Patreon drops at 5:00. So in like 15 minutes, because we talk about our costumes on there. So we didn't want to spoil it. Like I already did at the top of this. I'm so irritated at myself. But we're doing broad. It was just, it all happened too fast. And then we got into place and then I was like, end stream. And then it was just a whole thing, but it's fine. Then we're doing Broad City. This is the Bed Bath and Beyond episode. And also where they're sweating and looking for an air conditioner. Jones never been in glam before. He's Alyssa Edwards over here.
Like I did say that I was going to be like just trying to stare at myself the whole time.
Yeah. It's better than if you looked like embarrassing.
I do look semi-embarrassing. I bet you a real drag queen would look at me and be like, damn, baby queen.
I have a couple updates not updates, but really quick. On Monday, over on me and Jody's live, We Love to Hate Everything. We also dressed up as Sister Wives characters. So I went as Cody Brown, Peace and Love.
This was fabulous.
Yeah, it worked out nice. Again, the beard, it was just melting off my face the whole time. So I was reapplying it for 3 hours. And then Jody went as the banana that is infamously in that picture that Mary sent to her catfish of her.
Mary's banana.
Yeah, it's rough. And then a quick update on Brian Jordan Alvarez, the hottie from last week.
Bank the last week.
I told Jody about it, and I was like expecting her to not agree, and she immediately was like, "Why is this guy so sexy?" She's like, "I just watched 300 of those back to back." So she's with me.
I think he's funny, but I'm not. It doesn't make me horny. I think the thing is, it's supposed to make straight women horny.
Well, it is, and it's making us. I think it's the non-threatening part of it, which there's kind of a theme this week on girls, and what it's like to live as a woman.
Well, I mean, as we all, I saw one that people were like, "Oh, yeah, this is definitely my type." Or he was responding. He said, I get a bunch of comments that are like, "This is so my type," and he's like, gay?
Yeah.
And then all the comments are like, "Actually, yes, that is my type."
Yeah, because you're not going to rape and murder us.
Woof.
You might still call us fat, but okay. Well, do you want to get into some hot, steamy topics?
I do.
Okay.
Well, a lot has been happening, guys, okay? A lot in the world of Wicked. We're going to get it started off with this.
Oh, yeah.
I did see a TikTok from Kristen Chenoweth, as we know, the original Glinda from Wicked, and she was saying how beautiful and how amazing and how wonderful the Wicked movie was, and how it's amazing, and how everyone needs to see it, and you're going to live for it and laugh and love. So I guess that's what this is. Wicked is a gift for us all.
Yeah, Adina's on tour right now, so it's kind of sucks that they didn't figure that out, that she couldn't be there.
Have you seen Adina's tour outfit?
No, is she barefoot? I feel like she was barefoot before.
You need to Google it, like, at some point. It is this whole situation where she wears clothes and then, like, will take parts of it off as it's like starts as a big gown, and then she takes like a piece of the gown off for the whatever.
Okay. Well, whatever. So anyway, she wasn't at this, but while at this little, was this like a screening, and then it had all the Glindas?
They've been having every screening in the world. They've also had like influencer screenings, TikTok screenings, premieres. I don't know that I've ever seen a movie publicized as much as this has ever.
I mean, I'm glad it's getting, and they did show at one of these screening thingies a clip of the first part of Dancing Through Life, and it just looks really good, and it looks like it kind of reminds me of Harry Potter, like the first couple of movies, which are the only two that I like because they're very kid friendly and like just visually stimulating. I feel like the new West Side Story was very like this too, just very.
I didn't see the new West Side Story. I hate what's his face who played Tony. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, well, but the one guy's really hot though. The riff guy is like so freaking hot. Ansel Elgort.
Wasn't he in Challengers?
Yeah, but I didn't see.
No, Ansel Elgort is the one I don't like.
Oh, okay. Then whoever the other one is. Okay, well, calm down. Anyway, but Dancing Through Life looks really good, and Ariana looks really cute in everything I've seen. And then the other thing is that here's another picture. I think this is a bunch of different Elphabas, right? Is that right?
No, those must be Glindas.
Oh, that's what I meant, Glindas.
Right? Because Kristen Chenoweth's in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, and then
Okay.
here's Jinx Monsoon and
Jinx,
Monet.
and then I saw Jinx Monsoon and Monet Exchange are doing like an ad campaign for it, which I guess they
Great.
think that but like they think gays don't already know that Wicked's coming out. Like, this is probably in a section that you don't need to advertise to.
Yeah, they're playing to their base too much.
Yeah, like we know, and we already want to see it. Just release the movie already. Then.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
they also released a bunch of promos this week of them singing live, and it's
yeah.
really impressive. Like, really, really impressive.
I did see that they were going to do that, like they did for the Les Mis movie, which they shouldn't have. But then they released a clip on Ariana's something Instagram or something, and it's them singing, and I was like, floating.
Yeah, their voices blend really well.
When I went to the movies, I did go to a movie yesterday. I'm going to talk about it, so stay tuned for John's movie corner. I went to a movie yesterday, and they did play the Wicked trailer before it, and it was really long. I'd never seen the full like thing. They gave away the entire movie, but fine. But it was so good. But I do think someone probably has feelings about this. I think they're featuring Ariana Grande a little much.
Yeah, I agree. I see why they're doing it, because no one really knows who Cynthia is. And also currently Cynthia's not really the best promo spot.
Well, right now Ariana's in a little hot water with the gays because of her Elvira business. It's still going strong.
That's still going on.
We did not accept her apology this week. Her apology has not been accepted by the gay community. We're not okay with it.
Do you accept? Cynthia was asked about the thing.
I saw that, and Cynthia was
handled it as well as. I don't know what else you can expect her to say. She's like, I guess I should have just talked to my friends about it and not treated it. So fine, yeah, that's exactly.
I liked that. I thought that was perfect.
Yeah,
she wasn't trying to act any kind of way. She's like. And I mean, that's a roundabout way of saying too, like, I had 2 glasses of wine. I was feeling heated. Someone sent me this damn thing. And you know what? I don't want to be featured. I'm an actress. I must be featured.
Oh my God, there's green everywhere.
Is your green?
God, okay. What I wanted to say one more thing. I lost it. Anyway, Wicked. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to buy a Defy Gravity sweater at Superstore next week once I get paid.
Cute. Okay, guys, if you're just joining us or if you're there, can you hit like, hit subscribe? The lengths Amanda and I have gone to for this day.
Much more than my Cody day.
Deserves a subscription, a subscribe, and a like. And if you'd like, you can send us gifts. I've never asked that before, but if you want to send us 99 cents, maybe it might help pay for half of my eyelash.
You can join our YouTube here for $1 a month to just support our broke asses.
Exactly. At least hit like, babes. So
what's next?
Leave some comments too. All right. Now, next. Oh God, I'm all over the place.
I think you have Drag Race next, babe.
Oh yeah, guys. We got into the home. We came into home.
I thought it was over.
On RuPaul's Drag Race Global All Stars. They wrote lyrics to a new song that was like dance. It was the most annoying song. The music video was like supposed to be like Dance Dance Revolution. And here's the song. Dance, dance, dance like no one's watching. Dance, dance, dance like no one's watching. And then here's Alyssa. Oh, our winner, could have told you that first episode, but she won. Spoiler alert. Her freaking lyrics were like, I'm the queen, 1 and 2, pump it up, and I'm in through, going down, and we're the best. I'm in Texas, and you're a mess. Like, literally, it was the word.
Oh, so it's basically, my name is Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear.
I was like, and then you crowned her. I was surprised here. No, she's great. She's a legacy queen. We get it. But I'm going to say the same thing. They keep doing these things where they put a girl who's literally been on Drag Race once and was kicked off 3rd and then did it 3 months before they went on Global All Stars. And then you have Alyssa Edwards, who has been doing drag for 30 years and now has been on Drag Race. This is her 3rd time.
Well,
It's not as fun.
Don't
It's
let all
not as
those
fun.
queens in the comment section, like in the reels comment.
Well, honey,
section.
I don't want any of them to see us this week because they will read me for filth. They will be
Oh
like,
my God, I didn't even
looking
think
like
of that.
You looking like that. You're gonna say that. Whatever. I think Alyssa's
Oh my
amazing.
God, they will
Trust
decimate
me.
you.
I love Alyssa, but
Yeah.
the show sucked. It ended up sucking. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
So what's next for all? What are you going to make? What are you gonna make us sit through?
Oh, I am
Drag
continuing Dragula.
Oh, Dragula. Okay.
I'm watching Drag Race UK. And there's gonna be a new season of Drag Race, I think, in January or regular Drag Race, and we'll see if I watch it. Last season, it was hard for me to stay on course of Drag Race, but here we are.
All right.
Do I look like Trisha Paytas like this?
Dude, like I don't know anything about Trisha Paytas, but
she's problematic, but she's made a turn in recent
This is what
years.
I know of her.
Yeah,
literally. She had a podcast called Frenemies with that guy with the Sampaku eyes, and then they had like a falling out, and then she was problematic. I don't really know why, but maybe she was just a little off the cuff. Maybe probably just was ignorant. Then
she said really stupid shit, and she was like a troll. She did trolling on purpose, but like would say racist things, and she said she was trans. She said she was trans.
Oh yes, I do.
Like a bunch of shit that people are like. But now she's like turned around for a lot of people.
Right. So like this is what I know of her now, and she just seems kind of delightful and like she's in on the joke, but is also still genuinely kind of weird and silly. And it seems like she's found this guy that I don't even want to say this because I know that it's probably not true, but he seems to genuinely be into her and like maybe is her soulmate. But I hate saying that because it always turns out that they end up fucking them over later. But
okay, I just like literally stopped. My brain stopped working. Who are you talking about?
Trisha Paytas, and she.
Oh, they found their soulmate. Okay.
Yeah, like because like he's dancing with her as Fierro and shit in the grass. So,
yeah.
But then I also know that the frenemies guy doesn't like her new husband, but he's like wants to be friends with Trisha again. These are all just shit that I like find. Kaylin Lowry was on Trisha's podcast this morning. Joan, we're getting into some teen mom news coming up here later. Yeah, I just seems she's like a weirdo. I don't like the racist stuff and the whatever and any issues.
Yeah, the problematic shit she said. I think she kind of has recognized that she was doing it for attention and clout and whatever.
Okay, but yeah, it seems like she's maybe done a journey on it.
I'll say too. I don't have kids. I don't have a family, but like a lot of times when people have children and they have a family, it can change them too.
And as a girl that's struggled with her weight a couple times in my life, I like that she's like gorgeous and kind of embraces like her fuller figure. I think she is beautiful.
I love her. Not love her, but
she's fine.
Speaking of scandalous relationships, guys, Hugh Jackman's wife had suspicions about his Broadway co-star Sutton Foster. Suspicions that like she'd be his next beard. What the fuck? See, I was under the impression about our Hugh that like
that's what everyone was saying. Like
with men. Openly.
Yeah, like everyone's like, but that's not what you were supposed to do. Everyone like kind of celebrated the divorce because it was so clearly that he was finally able to go and be himself now. And now you're with Sutton Foster.
It's not official yet, but it's reports. And honestly, to me, getting with Sutton Foster does not help your argument. I would say that definitely makes you seem gayer. You seem gayer.
World's most famous beard right now, but also like
Speaking of gayness,
it's like beige on beige.
Do you know Shawn Mendes?
I mean, I've definitely heard the name.
He's a singer who like dated Camila Cabello, who I hate. Camila Cabello. She is on my top list of hates. She played Cinderella in that movie version with Billy Porter as the fairy godmother.
I didn't even know that happened.
Idina Menzel plays like the stepmother. It's a musical version.
Oh, okay. I've seen that one clip of okay. They kept showing that bad clip on TikTok.
Camila Cabello's in that. I hate her guts because she said racist shit when she was in Fifth Harmony about the members in her group, and they say that she had to get counseling to be not racist. Anyway, like it can't be that hard. Anyway, but Shawn Mendes. Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, he dated Sabrina Carpenter. Okay, that's why I know who that is. And did he also date like he dated Camila Cabello, and then her and Sabrina Carpenter have like a feud. Okay, then
allegedly. Well, he played a concert at the Red Rocks, okay? And he has new music coming out. And
did he kind of come out?
Well, he's playing an underscoring, which this is the faggiest thing I've ever heard of. Like, this is the gayest way you could possibly say that you're not really gay, but you're like experimenting. He's like playing his guitar, being like,
just feeling it out.
And he's like, sometimes, why did I want to give him an Australian accent? I want to be like, sometimes I think about, who I want to be with. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like being me. Now it's cute, it's sweet and all, but like, fine.
Are you wearing like lip plumper, or are you like plumping out your lips? Because your lips.
No, these are how my lips are. They just have lip gloss on them.
And I love that every time you apply it, you like do like.
I don't know how to do any of this. Like, I feel so uncomfortable. This dress, I'm like, why do women do this? If I had to wear any of this a day to day, I would.
Sweatpants.
Now I know most girls aren't like wearing all of this, but makeup alone, going out with makeup on, I would literally have a panic attack because I want to go like this right now and just like. Anyway,
like, okay, can I get some answers in the comments here on what my best course of action is now after this? Like, how do I get all this? Do I shower or bathe? I feel like bathing's gonna
showering. I think showering with like Dial soap or something like that. Not Dial soap. What's that kind you use like to wash your dishes? Dawn. Yeah, Dawn.
I do have Dawn.
Do you have Dawn Power?
It's what they use. It's what I do. Yeah, it's all I use.
That would work.
That'll expensive though. But it is what they use to get the oil off of ducks in those commercials.
That's what I'm saying. I use it on everything. I put it on my clothes. Like,
okay, but I might just have to spray it around my entire office as well. It's on the Venetian blinds.
Well, I'm sorry.
You at least get to look beautiful. All right.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well,
I did get a micellar water, cleansing water to help like take it off.
Can I make an announcement really quick in here that I wanted to put at the top, but I was way too frazzled?
Yeah.
Today, October 30th, marks Justine, one of my besties. You all know her and love her. 1 year sober. Woo! I sent something to celebrate. A thing of flowers this morning, and I sent them to the wrong address at 8:30 in the morning.
Well, when you texted me yesterday being like, I scheduled flowers for 8 a.m. and I'm like, someone trying to drop flowers
at that time. So I was like texting her really early to make sure that like she was up, and I wanted to be like, are you home? But I knew she would be. But anyway, it did work out. So yay, Justine. That's impressive. Okay.
More Broadway. They are doing Ragtime at city centers, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to talk about this, right?
Well, I figured you might too. Do you not like Ragtime?
I thought it was interesting because they've gone through 3 different Sarahs at this point. Originally,
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Originally, I think it was supposed to be Joy Woods, who is now doing Gypsy. And then it was the woman who did, I can't remember her name, but she was in like that Something Square last year.
What?
It was like a show called Something Square, and it was like a total flop, but they like kept it running, and she sang this amazing song.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
At the Tonys. She was then supposed to play it. And then now it's the girl who played Dorothy in The Wiz that they just did. The one that like toured and is whatever. Her name's Nichelle Lewis. She's pretty great. And then there's, what's his name? Josh Henry and Cassie Levi. Yeah.
He really scares me because of how big he is. And I think just the fact that he's
Oh
played
my
Billy Bigelow, which is
God.
a famous like domestic abuse
Okay,
character.
sure. But this video of him, I was like, damn,
Damn.
daddy.
Okay, but so these
He
videos
is like, ooh,
he is hulking.
he looks like he would throw me
Oh,
places I've never been
gosh.
thrown before.
My
Like,
body
I'm
would
like,
hurt for days.
love it.
I mean, he's hot as is he gay? If he I want
I don't think so. I think he's married.
Okay, well, good for her.
Seriously.
But okay, so I was like freaked out by him, just the Billy Bigelow thing especially, but also he's very hulking in this. And he looks scary because he's an angry character in this too.
Yeah.
But then I saw this other TikTok where he's sitting at a keyboard and he's like explaining I love shit like this too. But he's explaining like ragtime music and how it constantly keeps going back to the tonic and the tonic being like dough. It would be the dough of the song, like me ray dough, like where you want to land on the song. That's the tonic. And so he's talking about how like ragtime music always lands back on there and it's constantly hitting the tonic again. And as Joan yawns, you have a music degree. I thought maybe you would care about this.
I don't have a music degree.
Well, you went to school for music and you did music theory, I guess, maybe.
I did.
Right. So that's not interesting. Did it trigger you?
I have an education.
Well, I like music theory. I find it fascinating. Well, anyway,
I like
that
music.
endeared me to him because he was playing the piano. Like I like when someone isn't just naturally talented and they just fell into this career and they actually clearly know about music and like he's clearly talented.
Like genuinely talented.
Yeah, and like understands the craft.
He's not just a nepo baby.
Exactly, and he's hot as hell. Has he been in Hamilton?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, well anyway,
he was in. Oh, I don't know. Didn't he play? Wasn't he in the revival of Into the Woods, like as one of the princes?
He was. He was the other one. Him and Gavin Creel were the two princes.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Amanda.
Okay, well,
Jenelle.
You know Jenelle. You in fact came on for were you on for the Feathers in My Hair episode? You were.
Yeah.
You were. So you're familiar with her and her antics. They brought her back.
Yes.
So what's the most recent stuff you know about her?
Her husband or ex-husband like killed their dog. He did a bunch of crazy shit. Then she pretended to not be with him. I guess.
Yeah. Well, so much more happened than that. But she got recast. So she got fired from Teen Mom. She got recast on Teen Mom this past season. Okay. So she's back. They let her in kind of midway through the season, kind of. We follow her story. She's talking about David and her divorce. And so then the season ends. And then we just got the notification last week that she is not being asked back for the next season, but she's stuck in the contract. So like she had to like get a lawyer.
She has a non-compete basically, right?
Yes. So then so she got a lawyer. She got out of that because I guess she's raring to work all of a sudden. But then a couple weeks ago, Kaiser, this one in this picture here, the short young man. I mean, it's a great looking family. The shorter one here, that's Nathan's son. She dropped him off with Nathan's mom in North Carolina or South Carolina. Was like, I can't handle him anymore. Then the internet freaked out at her. So then she went back and got him. And currently, like a couple days ago, the guy she moved to Las Vegas for, August, called 911 on Jenelle for domestic violence because she was throwing stuff and hitting her. So that's getting dealt with. She's in legal matters with that. But so a couple days ago, she called 911 on her son, Jace, the taller young chap here.
I know who that
saying
is.
that he was like throwing stuff and punching walls and breaking stuff. So I listened to that 911 call. Yeah, it's weird how the cycle kind of continues.
Son is punching walls and throwing stuff. Wait, no way.
And then her sister went on like some TikTok rant about how the system has failed all the kids and all this shit. And everyone's like, why doesn't Barbara
has failed them? Like, what?
Well, I think Barbara did do her best, but Barbara clearly comes from such a huge like generational trauma herself. But anyway,
well,
Janelle
has her problems for a reason, doesn't she?
Well, anyway, that's your Teen Mom update for this week. I'm sure there'll be more. What's next?
Saoirse Ronan put these little bitches in their place, that's for sure, on the Graham Norton show. The situation was they were talking about, I guess, like, being assaulted or something, or like being beat on the road. I guess I didn't even hear the first part, but
no, it doesn't really even matter what they were talking about. But one of them, who's the one that isn't Andrew?
Paul, the one with the ill-fitting cardigan. His name is Paul Mescal.
Okay, and this is Denzel. This doesn't look like Denzel Washington.
He's gotten very thin.
Is that him? That is him.
I don't know, but I saw
he was in the whole thing.
He was in the preview for that Gladiator movie. That I saw that at the movie theater too, and oh god, we're almost to the movie corner, guys. I had an experience. Anyway, not to cut off women here, but they were like, "Why would I ever care?" The last thing I would do is grab my phone right away or something. Right?
Yeah, if like someone was following you, I wouldn't like. They're talking about different apps, maybe, or some things you can do on your phone to record people, or different apps you can use if someone's following you. And all the men are like, "Ha ha ha! I know, crazy. I would never even think of that." And Saoirse tries to get in. She tries to speak twice, and they overspeak her. And then she kind of like just lets it sit for a second, and then she overspeaks everyone and goes, "Girls have to think about that all of the time." And then everyone shut the fuck up. They did not know what to say.
And look who's on the end there, stupid ass
gay guy who
thinks they should be adjacent to the gay community for no reason. Eddie Redmayne, whatever. You were bad as the fucking MC, and I will take no one's arguments. Everyone thinks he was great. A lot of people think he was great.
You just don't get Cabaret. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable.
I saw the video. I saw the video of Adam Lambert, and now while I'm sure the dramatic parts, Eddie Redmayne probably did a great job at like the dramatic acting, but I don't think that the MC has like a lot of. They don't really have dramatic acting scenes, do they?
I don't think they have a lot of dialogue. Do
they just do numbers? Dialogue? And so seeing Adam Lambert already, I was like, oh, okay. Wow. A breath of fresh air.
Well, anyway, men need to show, but I mean, I'm loving Saoirse Ronan. I love her. She's the way that they all just completely shut the fuck up and were clearly so embarrassed and no one knew what to say.
Well, maybe they'll like remember next time.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. I did I tell you the story about how I was at the car dealership getting my I didn't. I was at the car dealership getting my oil changed, okay? And I sit over on this side where there's these offices with glass doors, okay? And there's this one man who's always there. He's like he wears really tight clothes. He has gray hair. He has lots of tattoos and he's really muscular. Put that in your head. He's like obviously trying to like relive his youth or something. He's disgusting. He thinks he's hot shit. I can tell. Anyway, him and this other guy are talking and I overhear them. I'm sitting there, a customer, okay? And I hear, oh yeah, she's kinky. And the other guy's like, motherfucker. And then the gray-haired guy's like, yeah, she's the one who had to come in. She had to come a different time than her husband so that she could bring her boyfriend with her. Yeah, she's kinky. Anyway, I went and tattled on them to the entire place.
Good!
And I said to the manager, I said, sometimes people just need a reminder to like not do stuff like that. Like if I was a woman, I would have gotten up. Well, I wanted to get up and leave. I was so pissed anyway. 4 women, okay? So then I tell the girl who's helping me, and then she's apologetic. And I was like, that's the shit thing, is that women are apologizing for the fucking bullshit of men being terrible about women. Fuck all men.
We just need to move to Wonder Woman planet. We've been talking about that a lot.
Except I would get killed. I wouldn't be allowed. But you know what?
No,
if it meant that women could live in peace without men, I would sacrifice myself, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Any,
All right. What do you think of this?
I think it's fine. I think that Kathy Hilton is fine on Real Housewives. She's coming back to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I still have issues because back in the day, she was the reason that they sent Paris Hilton away to that like camp
Right.
that they
Yeah.
took
She's
her in the
definitely
middle
a
of the night. And
monster.
like, I don't think that Kathy Hilton is a good person. So sure, but I will. Okay, if we're following this route though, Mary on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, she's a terrible person too, but like she's like entertaining, honestly.
Ew. No, I don't watch. Me and Jody both don't watch Salt Lake City anymore because of Mary. Because she's too reprehensible. I won't. I can't. I'm so irritated that people like are like, yes, queen.
Okay, well, I wouldn't go that far,
I've
but I
seen
would
that
say,
everywhere.
oh, okay, yeah, I would agree. I think though that if you're like a person, I think like I don't know that I would be able to react like interact with her. I think she was crazy, but what can I say?
But well, I will say that every time that the homeless not toothless conversation comes up on
Mhm.
TikTok, I sit and watch the whole scene because everyone is so funny in that. Because even who's the one who has the fake accent? The one who's like,
Dorit.
oh yeah, Dorit. I
It's
feel
a
like she's also
charity.
it's a wonderful charity. It's important.
Well, she did the thing too with that is the chicest wind chime.
Wait,
Jamie, that is the chicest wind chime.
but that toothless homeless conversation, like that couldn't have
It
been
is,
scripted
but
better. Like that was just really
I
bad.
will say a moment that was somehow even better. Have you seen those when David Bowie's wife was in Big Celebrity Big Brother UK with New York from, Flavor of Love in New
Yeah.
York? And David Furnish, who
Yeah,
was
yeah.
what's her name's
Liza
husband,
Minnelli's ex-husband, David.
was sick. Okay,
Mess.
here setting the scene. Okay, David has been sick for days. He's sequestered like in his own room, basically away from the people, but they let him stay for some reason. And so New York is doing whatever the hell she's doing in the house. And David Bowie's ex-wife, who they've kind of already assumed is kind of nutty already, she walks up to New York and she's like, don't tell anyone. Don't say a word. And New York's like, what? And she's like, David's dead. And she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then the whole house is like, what's going on? And she's like, that bitch. New York runs out. She's like, that stupid bitch told me David's dead. And they're like, David's dead?
I'm on New York's side though, and
I was so on New York's side.
I would think that she meant David Guest too.
David Guest, not David Furnish. That's Elton John's husband, right?
Oh, okay. But like,
I know,
that you can't just say David, and I'm supposed to assume that it's your.
I would have thought it was the guy too, and that was really funny, guys. You should watch that too. But anyway, now it's time for
your movie corner.
Yeah.
All right, which one is that? Is it this?
I believe in you. I believe in you. You just need to follow all your dreams until you reach them.
She's got that one leg popped out.
She is the most uncharismatic performer I've ever seen in my life. I don't understand what is going on. Like, I don't get that. Okay, this is going to be a bitchy moment here for a second. I was watching something. It's like a YouTube, or not a YouTube, obviously, a TikTok of like some theater performance. And I'm just starting to think like, can't you tell what you like when you perform? Can't you see what you look like?
I
in your mind?
I always used to try to be in the habit and back when we did theater, like in college, nobody had video on their phone. I think it would have been insanely helpful for me to, because every time I got my hands on a video of myself, I'd watch it over and over to be like, because I never think I'm doing that in the moment. I'm always shocked by how different I look than what I'm actually doing.
I
so that would
actually
have been really helpful.
One thing I'll say though is, guys, I'm at Disneyland right now. I'm not at Disneyland right at this moment. Imagine if I was like, yeah, I'm in a room at.
Is that
anyway.
a gay Airbnb?
It's not a gay Airbnb.
I thought you said it was.
Feels kind of straight. No, did I?
Oh,
I don't
no,
think
I
so.
think-
It's an Airbnb. But I was at Disney, and I'm going to tell you, I have a couple issues. Minnie Jones moans right here. I'm on Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, I'm in row 4. The people right directly in front of me, and then the row in front of them, had their phones out, recording video of the entire ride, holding it like this, like above their head, like this.
Yeah.
So, like, when I looked forward, all I'm seeing is literally people's, like, 2 rows of
Aw.
people's cell phones. And I'm such a bitch that I just sit there seething the whole time. I don't say anything, obviously. And then another thing, here's another tip. And now I know none of you would do this because you guys are smart. If you're here, you're smart. I swear to God, I just thought I heard like a banging on a door.
That guy has come to serve you again. He followed you.
Followed me. People, okay, I'm on Big Thunder Mountain. Okay, we're on Big Thunder Mountain. The 2 people behind me talked for half of the ride about work. They're like, yeah, this guy back at the office was, yeah, he's really riding my ass. And you're on a fucking ride at Disneyland and you're talking about work?
I picture
Get a life.
like if there was a video of like John in a ride and it's just like
girl.
a camera and then the ride goes by, it's just everyone and then John.
I don't cross my arms, but I definitely sit with him at my side like this.
Like no reaction, no response to the stimulation.
Just like, are you dumb? Like, I don't understand. And what I don't understand is like, why would you want to talk about work on a roller coaster? You're on a fucking roller coaster and you're not going to like look around. You're going to be like, yeah, work's been really tough lately. I don't want to hear your stupid conversation. Live some magic, people.
Oh,
Anyway,
I meant to press
movie
this.
corner.
Hang on. You want to get onto your little movie section here? I didn't know it.
Oh,
What'd you see?
oh my God. Okay. I have such a headache right now. This, like, first the wig and the crown are like really hurting my head. I'm not used to pain is beauty, right? Anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Or
But
beauty.
you're
is
not.
pain.
Are you tucked?
Yeah. Could you imagine? I'm like, that was the hardest part. I've been really like that took me 45 minutes.
Your balls are up in that
I'm
cavity.
in a full like anyway. What the fuck is I talking about? Oh, okay.
Your
As
movie.
you guys may have known, I had interest in I wanted to see a 4DX movie. 4DX means it's like 3D, and they also like things that have you sit in a chair in like little sections and they like move around while the movie is playing. So like if something gets hit in the movie, you like get jostled like as though you got hit. Or like if like bullets are shooting, they blow like compressed air on the sides of your head.
Yeah.
Or they have fog and smoke in the front of the place.
This
They
is
had
how I saw
lightning and-
Infinity War and I had a full panic attack.
Guys, I had been dying to go to one of these because I love a 3D movie. I love immersion. I'm going back to Disneyland as soon as we get off of this shit. Maybe not as soon as.
That's a big day, dude. I am done. I'm done for the week after this.
I'm showering after this. I'm gonna probably lay down for half an hour and then get up and go.
All right.
But where was I? Oh, so part of my whole jaunt over here, I went to Palm Springs for 2 nights, and then I was like, you know what? They don't have 4DX movie theaters in Arizona. They don't have a single one. And I was like, where's the closest one? They have ones in California. So I'm like, I'm going to go to a 4DX movie in California. Guys, I went to one. I took a photo outside of this was a Regal theater. Now, we also don't really have Regal theaters in Arizona. We only have like one. And let me tell you, I'm never going back. It was awful. Hated it. And they serve Pepsi. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I ended
That
up
should tell
getting
you
water. I ended up just getting water. because I was
You're
like, I'm not gonna
you're
get
such
soda.
a little bitch.
I did get a popcorn
I'll
that was
just get a
Cheetos.
water.
I got a Cheetos flavored popcorn though.
Ew.
Hated
Actually,
it.
that sounds good. Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah, love
fine.
popcorn.
It was fine, but literally, I'm not kidding. Here is my reenactment of me at the movie. Okay. Oh, the movie I saw was this.
Yeah.
Venom: The Last Dance. It was the only thing playing in 4DX.
Okay.
So like I've also seen the other two that led up to this. They were both pretty bad. The second one was super bad. And this was
Do you
really
follow
bad.
this shit? Because when I saw Saturday Night, that guy was like this preview
What
came
guy?
up, and within
Oh.
1 second, he's like, "Oh, Venom." I was like, "How the
Oh.
fuck did you know that? Do you like follow this world?"
Sadly, like as much as I like faggotry, as we all know,
Yeah.
I still weirdly am like a boy in certain things. Like
So I'm
I
interested
do.
to see if you ever watched the thing that I'm in a wormhole about this week.
Oh, I like action movies. I like things that because I'm like, ooh, this is exciting. And I like to, have an edible and hit it up and go. All right. So I go to Venom, and now this movie is very action filled. Okay. So it gives oh my god, did you say popcorn sucks?
But she said, not
Mandisha, you think the popcorn really sucks? Because baby, I could house a bag of the popcorn.
I like those because I like to let it melt in my mouth.
Seriously,
I
I'm
like to
a
suck it up.
texture queen, though.
Do you
I
know that
love a
because they
texture.
remind me of those little popcorn things for packing? And on
Oh,
Doughboys the
yeah.
other day, they were saying that you can eat those are edible. And like Weiger and Amelia, the producer, both used
I
to
don't-
separately eat those as a kid.
I don't think they're all edible, but okay. I did see Denim. Fucking hell. This movie was bad. Don't see it. I hated it.
No,
In fact,
no
it
way.
literally made no sense at all. And I'm going to give you now a reenactment of me in the 4DX theater watching
Okay.
the movie.
Yeah.
It'd be like there'd be moments where they'd be talking and then it'd be like explosion and I'd be like like I was like I'm not kidding. Oh god, I can't move too much because this all gets all fucked up. But I'm not joking. There was like I'm like I don't sit. Okay,
Hi,
a gay thing that I guess is a gay trait is we don't sit normal. We like to like cross our legs or have a foot up or something. But you're almost required to sit like 2 feet in this little like foot holder thing. Or else if you sit with like I like to cross my legs, so I'm sitting there with my leg crossed. It would fling me. It like literally flung me so that my leg like flew over. Like I was.
What did you expect was going to happen?
I don't know. I really thought I was gonna like it, but unfortunately, this will probably be my last 4DX movie I ever see.
Okay, well, great.
I will still go to 3D movies because I love a 3D movie. Just I think 4DX is just for sensory overload, and I like a lot going on, but like I don't need to feel like this.
What's this?
Oh, that was at the theater too. It was the Wicked stand-up thing you could take your.
Very nice.
I just was like, oh yeah.
Are you gonna be like into Oscar season? And are there like good Oscar movies? Like, do you keep up with Oscar season? Because I get really fucking
stoked. I've had some years where I was really, really involved, and then others where I don't give a shit. Maybe
are there any? Is there anything this year that we should keep our eye on, Joan?
I can't think.
It seems like it's all Marvel movies.
Wicked.
Saturday Night.
Wicked.
I just slurred that out. I was like, Saturday Night.
What was that movie that was really pop? Oh, there's a new movie coming out that's directed by. His name's like Bong Joon-ho. Jun Bong-ho,
I think is correct.
Who directed Parasite, and it has Robert Pattinson, and it's called like Kyle 14 or something, Kirby 14, and it basically is like in the future they take people and like they become expendable so they can like they kill them and they've learned a way to like regenerate them so that basically they can study what happens to people
I think I
when
saw
they
that
die.
preview, and I think there were a couple previews I saw during Saturday Night, the movie. You haven't seen that yet, hey?
No.
Are you going to? Or are you over it now?
I probably
you saw
will.
Venom, but you're not going to see.
It was in
Saturday night.
4DX. Saturday night wasn't in 4DX.
What would they do
Amanda.
for Saturday night?
It's like who knows? I don't even
It's
know.
like
I had
it's
to
just
turn-
marijuana smoke and cocaine being blasted in your face.
See, I turned the water off on my thing because I
I
wear
didn't know you could do that.
glasses. And it
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
fuck it up.
the fucking first time they sprayed water, I had 3D glasses on too. I'm one of those nerds who I wear my glasses and then put my 3D glasses like over them.
Okay, well, what are you supposed to do?
Wear
No, we should
contacts.
do like a Oscar,
Sure.
Oscar check-in. We'll movie corner it'll be big. Great. Is that it for your
I
movie?
say don't go to a 4DX movie and don't go see Venom: The Last Dance or whatever the hell it's called either.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
That's it.
All right. My skin is just like, I think can I suffocate to death if your skin can't breathe? Can't you suffocate to death?
I think that's if you use the silver makeup, like that.
No,
one.
I think then you get that's what happened in Wizard of Oz with Buddy Epson.
That's what I'm saying. That one guy.
Yeah, but I think that's because the silver was toxic.
Mm.
It was made of like mercury or something.
He needed a hole to breathe out of it, or
was a
something.
good
Like
time.
I think if you cover your skin in like liquid latex, I do think if you covered your whole skin, you could die.
Yeah, because your body is like stuck. Okay. Oh, Mandesha says her puppy was startled by the wormhole sound. Walter is like wants to eat so bad right now, and I'm trying to get to pull him up so it'll be like a Wicked Witch and Toto type situation.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, no, I know what you're doing. I'm not going up there.
He's mad.
And he'll be fully green after I do. Okay, so what I talked about this on me and Jody's podcast, but I want to see because I'm interested to see if you'd be into this. But again, Mike Mitchell's in this. That's the only reason that I watched it. But it's a mini series called Twisted Metal, which is based on a video.
Mike Mitchell's in this?
Yes, he's a main character. He's like the most endearing character, actually. And he's like a main character. They're filming season 2 right now in Toronto, which is why they're doing Toronto month, Joan.
Okay.
And anyway,
I considered watching that show because I think it's on Peacock, and
yes, it
looks
is.
kind
It's
of fun.
I honestly think you would like it. It's written by
It's
comedy.
not bad
writers.
reviews though, I think.
It does not have bad reviews. You're
Oh.
wrong. It has good reviews. It got picked up for season 2.
Getting picked up for season 2 does not mean anything.
I know, but still.
And sometimes shows like that are amazing, like Che Pasa, don't even get picked up.
Okay, well,
Che Pasa is my favorite.
Anya says I did see that Death on 1,000 Ways to Die, and it was a sports fan. Oh, someone that covered their whole body with body paint. I feel like they were probably also dehydrated because I'm going to assume they were probably a little bit drunk. But okay, so
No.
Twisted Metal. It's just based on a video game. Look, my options for what to binge right now have to also appeal to like this guy. So I was like, well, he'll watch this. And I wanted to rewatch it anyway because the first time I watched it, obviously I wasn't sober, so I was able to take this in more. But he was like, oh yeah, I used to play that. And he's like, there's no plot at all. So they could have done anything with this, but it's apocalyptic, which I don't like at all. I don't love that shit at all. But it has so many great actors, and it has who's the guy from Sideways from Wings? The guy with the 3 names, and he's in plays like
I
Lyle.
love him.
Yeah, well, he's the bad guy in it.
He's-
Mitchell's in
I
it.
used to have such a thing
Stephanie
for him.
Beatrix is the main girl in it. You know who that is?
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that Mirabelle?
Yes, Mirabelle. She's also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's just funny. And then the guy that it's played by Samoa Joe. He plays this clown back there, and it's Will Arnett's voice, but Samoa Joe is just acting out this clown, and it is so.
His name is Samoa Joe.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
He's been on Doughboys twice. He's one of the funniest guests. The wrestlers are always hilarious guests on Doughboys. And so it's just very impressive. And even this guy was like, I'm noticing how impressive his acting is because he's not using his own voice. He's using Will Arnett's voice, but his acting in the body is just really like impressive and endearing and just really good. And it's a mini series. All the episodes are 30 minutes. And I really think you might like it. It's written, I think it's written with women in mind, with people who wouldn't generally like a video game show.
Mhm.
It's really not about Nev Campbell's in it. I wonder if you would like it. I would almost like want you to
We'll
watch
see.
3 episodes because the first one is kind of establishing everything, but watch a few episodes and I think you'd get into it. Stephanie Beatrix is really good in it, and it's funny. And Mitch.
I like don't even think I would be able to know. I think if the video, the show I'd play it, I'd be like, who is that?
No, you wouldn't. You would know who Mitch is, Joan.
I would have no fucking idea.
Okay. Well,
I could not
everyone
pull them
watch it.
out
It's
of the
on Peacock.
lineup.
Thomas Hayden Church is the name. Thank you.
Okay. I used to have such a
Yeah,
I used to have
I
such a
think
thing
that was
for
a
him.
common thing. We all like.
I think his voice is like that. Oof.
He's pretty hot in this too, and he actually looks like Tom Hanks randomly. Anyway, should we end with a TikTok you don't stop?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
TikTok, you don't stop.
Right at the hour mark, Joan. Look at us.
Yay, thank God, because I need to take this shit off my head.
Don't even talk to me.
A headache.
Don't talk to me.
I'm sorry, I'm wearing the officially licensed Wicked movie crown. It's very
You are.
tight with the youth size, and I got a big old fucking head. So
It took me 45 minutes to brush out this wig, you guys. You don't know what this wig looked like. It was a thing.
This wig that I'm
But I
wearing
could
was
wait it.
stick straight when I got it.
Really?
I did the barrel curls. I did the full thing.
Oh
and
my
I'm just-
God, Joan, you might have found your new calling.
I'm
You
just
would be
kidding.
such
I
a good
didn't do that.
hairdresser.
I didn't do that. I used to want to be one when I was
Oh.
a kid. I always wanted to be a florist or a hairdresser, like the gayest fucking things.
I wanted to be a veterinarian or a tennis player.
Oh.
And I'm not either of those things because I couldn't handle the emotional
Anyway.
trauma of being a vet, and my ankle sucks. Okay,
So-
and also I'm not athletic.
There's been like a crazy crossover this week. That didn't
Dude,
make it, like
I
don't
didn't know what
understand,
this
like, is
was.
Jimmy Fallon desperate?
I don't know, but like I avoided these guys for I knew kind of what they were, but then they appeared on that SNL TikTok montage, and then I was
Yeah.
like, what is that?
The Costco guys.
The Costco guys. Okay. There is something
And the Rizzler.
Okay.
I like the Rizzler.
All of this. I have such a especially this man. Everyone in the
That's big
comments are like, I
AJ,
can't
isn't
wait
it?
for
Your
2 years
AJ.
from now when there's a whole Netflix documentary about a murder suicide starring this guy.
Jesus.
like,
Okay.
Do you not why here? I don't even know where to begin here. The visceralness I get from watching Brian Jordan Alvarez, it's like the same amount of just like I want to
Here's
leave
what
out. I
I'll-
want to crawl out of my own skin whenever I see these guys. Whenever I see any of this.
Well, here's what I'd like to remind you from my 4 hours this morning and my continued time. All types walk the earth, Amanda. Unfortunately, we have to be reminded of that. Now, I bet you could walk into a million of these guys in New Jersey, right? Right?
Are people based on the comments?
People
it doesn't seem
like
anyone
them.
genuinely likes them.
I think they like the
watching them.
Rizzler. I think they like.
I don't like the Rizzler.
They like people like the Rizzler.
Do
They don't
okay,
like
this
the other
this
ones, but they
kid-
like the Rizzler, the little
the
one.
kid looks like the actor that is Matthew Weiner's son, who plays Glenn, the neighbor kid in Mad Men, and he's famously just the worst part of the show, and he's creepy as fuck. That's what this kid looks like. The dad, the
He looks
energy.
roided out. or
Could
something.
anyone watch this dad? I guess women, maybe JWoww would be into this guy, but this guy makes me so terrified.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
just I feel so unsafe just watching him. His eyes have something, either too much behind his eyes or not enough behind his eyes.
These are real people.
But I don't like
People
what is
look
it.
at us, Amanda, and they would be like, "I can't even believe this shit." Like, people watch this shit.
Is this Boom thing? Is anyone like, yeah, Boom? I love that
No.
song. I want to see it again.
See, I think that to me is they're getting made. It's a weird line because there has to be part of that where people are making fun of them. Like, even Jimmy Fallon, like, aren't they making fun of them kind of? Or
Well,
is
Jimmy
that-
Fallon was reacting like the way Jimmy Fallon was reacting. I think it was
Drunk?
a bit. Well, he's
Oh.
always drunk. But I think it was a bit that he was just going to be
Allegedly.
constantly like interrupted by them going boom. But I think there was
Mhm.
also like there was nothing else that the segment could possibly be because like what the fuck else are they going to talk about? And it was just every clip I saw was so uncomfortable. And really, like, why can you tell me why people are into like are there people that are like, yes, the Costco guys genuinely loving this?
At the
So
when they first came out, I think I kind of like was like, oh, when
ag-
they were like the
agreed.
double chunk chocolate cookie.
I hate that. Oh my god, I hate it. Like it hurts my brain because it's
Well,
so
now I think it's
unfunny.
annoying.
It's so cringy. Okay, maybe I'm just cringed out by it more than most people, but I really like I haven't seen something in a long time that has cringed me out this viscerally.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, well, just a little
You know what's cringed me out is Lawrence.
Okay, so
Sorry.
now I'm fully on the side of yeah, the band's not that good. It
No,
really
I've
is
been
just music theater music.
this week I have seen a
Netos.
ton of clips of them,
Yeah.
and I'm like, they don't even give me music theater because it's live performances, and they're literally just like kind of standing there, like
Yeah, but remember how I said last week? I think that she's so confident, and I like the character she has. I was watching the other day, and I'm like, I don't think there even is a character. I don't think she even knows what she's doing up there.
She
She's just like
doesn't.
being weird,
She's like trying to be quirky and like kooky,
but it
and
doesn't
like
come across as quirky. I don't know what it comes across, but the thing that's famous now, the second week of Lawrence, is that as you said last week, now everyone's heart like jumping in on the guy's verse of that song, where it's like, and
well,
it's crazy.
I did make a discovery this week that Lawrence, the two people,
I knew this
are
already.
brother and sister.
Yep.
And based on my history here, take a wild guess, friends.
About the rest of their family.
They're Nepo babies. What?
Wow.
Their dad wrote like Miss Congeniality and like all those other movies. His name's Mark Lawrence.
Okay. I mean, okay.
So make sure. So you know what? They were smart. They're probably smarter than a lot of these Nepo babies because they named their entire band after their dad.
Yeah,
so people immediately know. Oh,
me and Jody talked about this though. Is just that the brother sister duos is just like
cringy.
a vibe that I get. We're both only children, but so I don't know what it's like having a sibling of the opposite sex, especially. But the brother sister vibe as a band has always kind of been weird to me. Like even the Carpenters, I was like, what's going on there?
It
It's
is
like
weird.
It's like it's too close.
Because they're trying to vibe in a way. With
Yeah,
the
I hate it when the
music,
brother
but it
and sister will turn
vibe
to each
right.
other and sing at each other because I'm like, that's too intimate.
It's awful. Anyway, I need to cleanse my palate. And you know what I'm ready? I'm going to cleanse my palate for? Baby, this man just came into my life.
Okay.
He doesn't even look that hot here,
No,
but his
he
name's
doesn't.
Anthony Banda. Okay. He plays on the LA Dodgers. And I guess they won something. Great. They won some kind of championship, okay? Look how he's all tatted up. And so when he was in the
Is he getting jizzed on in that picture?
Girl.
Is he?
This video started it all in my head because the way this man is taking beer to the like people are like they're all in their
It doesn't have the
room.
Consistency of beer. That looks like
they're all in their locker room, okay, and they're all like spraying the things all over.
Yeah.
And this video is like him.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe that's allowed on TikTok.
Pouring it into his mouth.
People are getting banned on TikTok for saying the word hate, but this is allowed on there.
TikTok will let people show their full dicks and balls and things. Like I've seen some insane videos pop up that I report because I am that bitch. You know, I don't need a dick shot that someone posted that has 3 likes on it that you've now forced into me that no one's caught yet. Anyway, Anthony Banda, here's a couple more. Here's just him. He's tatted.
He's liking it.
He is all tatted up. Like, and the thing there's a video where he's standing around and he's wearing like this mask. And you could really just see his body first. And he's standing there like like, oh my God. Anyway, this man.
All right, well, that's
Anthony Banda, who's from LA, and I'm sure would probably like want to hate crime me. Oh Oh my God. Just
But they know what they're
this-
doing with this video. All right. Well, I guess I guess that's the
This fucking picture.
Linda's getting a little
Ah!
hot and bothered over there.
Ah!
Should we go into our little pose one more time? Wait, I need to-
Guys, before you go, I swear to God, can someone join our Patreon?
Join our
Something.
Patreon.
After
leave
all
some
this
comments.
this work, please join our Patreon. You can hear how we did it, and everything. Also, I would like to give one last feature because I do actually have. Ew, I don't look at my wrinkled face, but like I have like lashes and actual eye makeup.
That looks
on.
really pretty, Joan. It looks much better than mine. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna go. I take the most scalding hot shower of my life. John, I think, is gonna stare in the mirror a little longer and just.
No, I'm gonna literally jump in the shower. Like the moment this is over, this is all coming
yeah.
off of me. My head hurts. I'm disgusted. My face feels like it's greasy and gross. Anyway,
Great. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Check out
We
our
love you
Patreon. Leave 'em-
guys.
Rewatch crew. Hit it up.
Yes. Okay. I just feel like, you know, that way, like when so many things have been going on and then it all just comes to a head and then you're just like, your head's going to explode. Anyway, we
Yes.
love you guys. Please join our Patreon, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment in the rewatch, leave a comment, support us because like this was a lot of work.
All right.
We
Bye.
love
everyone.
you guys.
Get closer to me. Ready? All right. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone. Can't just sit there.
Dirty slut. Is your pussy green?
Joan.
Language.